Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm down here at the National Corvette Museum 25th anniversary bash. And behind me, Corsa Performance. They do exhaust, they do headers, they do all sorts of cool things. And I think it's time to mod the C7. The C7 has never been modded. I've never done anything to this car. I've never done a tune. I've never done a cold air intake. I've not done anything to this car. Well, I think it's time, and we're gonna do something here special with this car. We're gonna change the exhaust system. We're gonna make this absolutely awesome. And this is a gateway for me getting my C8, because we're gonna mod the hell out of that C8. We're gonna make this C8 absolutely awesome. And now it's gonna time to mod this so that I can get some practice, so I can learn how to do some things. And that way I can do a lot of this stuff on my own. They're gonna show me a lot of stuff. They're being really, really awesome. Let me do some hands-on stuff. Let me just sit back and watch, whatever the case may be. But they're gonna show me how to do everything. And then I'll show you exactly what we're gonna do. We are going to start this up. We're gonna attempt to get a good cold start. There is a lot of noise around here. There's people that already have exhaust systems. Who knows if they're gonna start any of those up. We got ratchets over there. So we're gonna start this up, get a couple revs out of it, and then we'll compare the exhaust I do later on in the video. All right, so they have a nice setup here at the National Corvette Museum 25th anniversary. Couple tips I saw sitting around here is they have these. These are some fancy name. They're electric charge. They don't chip. They don't peel. Nothing like that. The black. They got the classic chrome ones, and then gotta love the headers, man. They got headers. They have them for Mopar. They have them for Ford. Obviously Corvette, Camaro, Gen 5, Gen 6. And they told me, hope I'm not doing anything wrong here, but they told me they're getting ready to launch them for, I believe they said the past 3 generations of Silverado. Pretty sweet. So over here, this is a full exhaust system here. This is what I'm getting ready to do. I'm gonna show you the install process of how this works, how this cuts, what these are right here, why we don't have them up here anymore. And we're gonna find out what tips I'm gonna use. Am I gonna do this? Am I do chrome? Is there something else that I can do? Stay tuned, we'll find out. All right, there he goes. A thumbs up, this is the first time driving a stick. There it is. All right, down in the comment section below, we're gonna change these tips out. What tips do you think we're gonna do? I showed you a bunch of tips earlier in the video. What do you think I'm gonna do? Throw in the comment section below. All right, so they let me in here. They have this nice little chair, so I'm gonna sit here while they're doing all the work. Seems legit to me. They have done about 60 or so of these the last couple days, and I've showed you in the past, we've done the lights. I put a spoiler on a car, and my PDI guy, Brad, who's very good at his job, he finds like little hacks to do things. So most people, once you take off the whole rear bumper fascia, well, these guys don't have to do it. They just take off the lower valance. So if you ever have to take this lower valance off, it's pretty easy. See how it's done there. All right, there it is. New exhaust compared to the old exhaust. A little different.
Driver's side and passenger side. So you're going to line this with the edge of the weld, and then you're going to mark this. This is where you're going to cut it. This will be the passenger side. Line with the edge of the weld, mark this line. Line with the edge of the weld, I'm going to mark this edge. And that's going to be our cut line.
All right, so those guys over there are hogging all the power tools. So he's went and got a hand cutter and he's doing this by hand. Have fun with it, guys.
Okay, sit on the ground.
So since this is a NPP car, we actually are going to keep these pipes and attach them to the new Corsa Extreme pipes over there. We need to keep these actuators because I'm not going to tune that out. These actuators I don't care about. These actuators here are for the weak and don't needed eco mode for the car. These are for the sound, which I've always have it in track mode, so those are always open, which is why we have dirty and clean. Dirty, clean, because nothing ever comes out of there. It all comes out of there. We remove the X pipe first because we're going to show you here in a second that they actually have to angle this really heavily here. As I lighten this up over here, they have to angle this to get the mufflers and the exhaust system from the actual back off. I'm going to show you that here in a second, but that's why the X pipe comes off in this application.
This is your driver's side axle pipe, you'll tell because this is longer.
Yep.
So what I usually do, to cheat and make these the same, I'll take the passenger side template, come off of that cut, and mark it. So that's where my clamp is going to go. And that keeps them even.
After that's done, we just put them right back in the car. And again, like I was saying earlier, we're just using the factory pipes that go over the axle. Really simple. Plug back in the actuators, and then we're on to the next step. Next step is they're going to put the X pipe back on, put the shield, the lance, whatever you want to call that, back on, and that's it. They said that this is actually the hardest part right here, doing this over everything else on this application. You can see there's a couple flappers in there. I don't know if you can see those or not. Nope. See them right there? Now you can see them. Whoop. There you go. Now you can definitely see them. Woo. Man, they moved those and it almost hit the camera. I'd have been so upset if it had just crashed right into the camera. It would have been my fault, but it was close. These things are little compared to those.
Yeah, there's a...
So I showed you earlier that we're not using the valve covers on the back of the mufflers anymore. So the next thing we'll do is we'll just tape these off and we'll zip tie them up there because they're never going to be in use again. We have a lot of falling victims here. Remember that scene in the movie 300? It has like the bodies like stacking up. That's what this reminds me of. Just it's stacked up exhaust systems. Woo, sounds good. Sounds good. Wait, we got one more best part. All right, here we are. Looks like she's outside. Dogs are always happy to see me. What's up, girls? What's up, girls? What you doing, Porca? All right, I'm gonna rev it and see if she notices. What's up, girl? What's up, Corey? What's up, baby?
Say, is Daddy home?
Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me? Did you miss me?
Oh, no, now they're gonna start going after each other.
Did you miss me?
Oh, yeah. You were talking to me.
Yeah, I was talking to you.
I thought you were talking to the dogs. Now, I got a little problem.
What's that?
The car didn't quite sound the same when you revved it just a second ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And, you know, I just heard lots of loud sounds coming from the street over there.
Not me.
Are you in Mexico? again?
I plead the fifth. You think that sounds different?
Yeah.
Let's go back and see if it looks different.
Well, it definitely looks different.
A little bit different down there, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think, girls? You like it?
Considering it had different pipes on that when
Yeah, there was
we left.
4 separate pipes back there when we left, didn't we? Something we've talked about. Do you like the sound?
I do.
You wanna go for a ride? See what it sounds like on the inside? that might be a concern. You gotta go in the house. We're going bye-bye again.
They're like, heck no, the door's open.
Don't
in the car.
Don't you dare jump in that car. Don't you dare jump in that car, goofballs.
I leave the Tesla door open. Sure enough, they're in it.
Say, hey, let us in. Let us in. We have nothing on inside the car. We have no AC on, no fan, nothing. So I want to kind of give you a good representation of what this sounds like, because your concern was, after I straight piped the V6 Camaro, was
Drone.
Drone. We had a lot of drone in that car. So manual transmission, rev match is on. 30 miles an hour. 6,000 RPM, 66. 82 miles an hour there. You can see my expensive camera going down. 3rd gear. Coming down to 2nd gear. Down to 1st gear at 30 miles an hour. Set at about 4,000 RPMs. You can actually almost hear more engine noise out of this than I can exhaust noise. We'll do one more pull. So there she is, back in the garage home. The wife was happy. I'm glad she wasn't upset. We straight piped the V6 Camaro we had a couple years ago, and most people probably didn't see that on the channel, but we straight piped that and she was not happy with me on that. So I'm glad she's happy with this. She did say off camera that it's not loud enough. So I shared with you, showed you the X-pipe, talked about the headers. So I'm thinking we probably need to do headers and X-pipe on this. What do you guys think? Throw it in the comments below what you think I should do this. Do I do headers and X-pipe? Do I just do X-pipe? What should I do? I want to hear your opinion. And I gotta give a huge shout out to Corsa. This is something I paid for. Corsa did not give me this exhaust. This is not a paid promotion from Corsa. But I'll tell you what, I met those guys and they are all absolutely awesome. They allowed me to record things. They let me come in. It's not something I asked to do. They said, hey, come in and do it. So I'm really excited, and maybe to work with them a little bit more down the future, especially with the C8, because I do want to change the exhaust out immediately on the C8 when I get that. So as always, make sure if you're looking to do exhaust, take care of Corsa. They're the best ones. This is the Corsa Extreme. I'll put some links down in the description below. And as always, thank you again for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn all your bell notifications on, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and drive safely.